Debbie, Positively Debbie, coming to you tonight. I was just looking at my Chalk Couture designer's office and I noticed that I am 94%, waving my scissors around, I am 94% away from getting promoted to the next rank, which is leading designer. So I just wanted to put in a plug there that if you would like a business where you can craft and make your own home decor and t-shirts and whatever using chalk paste and chalk ink and transfers, these are called transfers, like a silk screen stencil, and it's a load of fun, a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun doing it. I am using it as a means to make stuff to put into my booth at Willowstone. I have had success with making stuff and selling it. So yeah, it's been really fun. And I would really love for you to come join my team. And if you're interested in joining, it's $99 to join. And you get a kit that's worth $240, or if you want to pay, I think it's like $144, you can get the kit that comes with an exclusive Chalk Couture backpack, which is a very pretty pink color. And I haven't got one yet. They didn't offer that to me when I joined, because I joined back when the company had barely just started. So the company just started a year ago in July. So it's a really good opportunity. You can make money with it. You don't have to make money with it. It is one of the best marketing companies that I've seen out there, with the commission that they offer and everything. So if you are interested and you would like to learn more, feel free to contact me at my email, which is dmusack@yahoo.com. Or even if you would just like to try it out for $35, I can send you a little kit that would include a small size transfer, a chalkboard, a chalk paste, and a squeegee, so you can try it out. So if you're interested, let me know, and I would love to have you be a part of the Positive Journeys crafting team. All right, so let me stop talking and let me get to chalking. All right, thanks for watching. Okay, first let me tell you the products I'm going to use. I'm going to use my brand new transfer of the month, which is the do not give up, or do not give up. So anyways, I'm gonna use this. I found this really nifty globe at Michael's that I want to chalk. Because, well, actually the donuts kind of remind me of land masses. I don't know why. Okay, and then I think I do not have a light brown that is working right now, so I'm going to use fresh linen as the base of the donut, and then I've got peachy and grape soda, white paste for the words. I have some mint green for the sprinkles, and maybe, if this works, I forget what color it was called, and I don't see it on here. I forget what color that was called, but maybe that color, and maybe Thai teal, which is an older color, and maybe bark, which is a brownish color, maybe for a darker donut. I don't know yet. Okay, I'm going to play it as I go along. I have my little box of squeegees and my tools that I need. I found these little acrylic drawers at the Dollar Tree, which holds all my squeegees and sponges that I need. And that is pretty much, oh, I also have some yellow, which I might use. This is Bumblebee yellow. So let's get to chalking. So now I am opening up my transfer. This is the transfer for September. When you join Chalk Couture, you are entered into the transfer of the month club, which I think is like $19.99 a month, I want to say, give or take maybe a few dollars. And I'm cutting up the transfers. You see the little lines on it where it sections out the transfer for easier use. I really like this transfer. It has the little arrows on it so you can line up, but I didn't really use that option on this because, as you can see, when I start to lay this down, I struggle big time with laying this transfers down onto a sphere. So a transfer that's supposed to lay flat, laying it on a sphere, is not that easy. So I do my best here. You're not supposed to have air bubbles where your screen mesh is in the transfer, but I am going to make it work. I am really going to make it work. It takes me a few times pulling it up, putting it back on, pulling it up, putting it back on. And I have bubbles. I do have bubbles, but it's not going to lay flat. So I do the best I can here and fix it. I get it laid down as best I can. Still working it. Trying to get it on there as smoothly as possible. And I think I get most of the bubbles out of the screen mesh. Yeah, it'll do. So I grab my squeegee and I grab my, that's my big squeegee, so I'm going to like get out as many of the air bubbles as I can, which I think I got it pretty good. So, and then I get my white chalk paste and I squeegee it up. This is a brand new in the 3-ounce container, which I really, really like. So I'm stirring it up with my little stir stick. Chalk Couture has come out with some of their own stirrers and everything. They're called multi-purpose tools, which I just ordered a few, so I can't wait till I get those. And so I'm giving it a good stir until it's the consistency of like a Greek yogurt. And I always take off some of the excess from the stirrer. I'm going to cut my medium squeegee in half so I can have a little bit of a smaller thing to work with while I squeegee up my donut. So, getting it all spread out on there. My hair gets in the way here. And I keep getting my head farther and farther down. Anyways, so scraping off the excess because you never want to waste a paste. Never waste a paste. Scraping it back into my jar, wiping it off, my fingers off, and the squeegee off with a Lysol wipe. And then I'm going to do the reveal, pull the transfer off. I can get it. I did fuzz my transfer first, which means I kind of stuck it to my shirt and a few times just so I could get some of the sticky off of the transfer, and it was still pretty stuck on there. But hey, that turned out pretty good. I like how the words turned out. I didn't even really have to touch up or anything. So I'm happy with that. So next I take my, there's a little smudge but it'll come off. I like it. There's my thumbs up. Okay, so now I try to lay down the base of the donut. So whenever you're doing layers, you always want to start with the base and then add on your layers as you go along. But always make sure your layers are dry. So I don't start there. I move it down a little bit so I can work with it easier. This is frustrating, guys. This was really frustrating trying to get a flat transfer onto a round object. It was not easy, and then trying to get it as flat as possible, it was just difficult. But I'm doing the best I can here. It's not easy. So why I decided to work on a globe, I don't know, but it's a cute idea, and it made me think too that, you know, you see globes all the time at the thrift store, and a lot of the globes are outdated and everything, so why not spray paint them black and use them as little chalkboard spheres? So, yeah, be a good idea. I might do one with like motivational sayings on it and call it my sphere of motivation. I don't know. It'd be cute. But I thought donuts look like land masses, so that's why I wanted to use the donuts. So here I am using my chalk paste, which I think is called Storm, and it kind of had a grayish brownish tint to it, and I didn't have any light brown. So this was the only color I had to work with, really, and so I thought I would give it a try, and it doesn't turn out too bad. So I'm gonna chalk it all up, and so if anybody has any tips or hints on how to get something to lay down flatter onto a sphere, leave that tip or hint in a comment below, because it would be helpful. So scrape off the excess. Don't waste the paste. So I got it as good as I can. I pull it off. And yet there was a few air bubbles, so it leaked out a little bit, but not bad. Not too bad. It's easily fixed. Easily fixed. So I grab a Lysol wipe and I just wipe it up carefully. The only thing is, like, when you get goo on your Lysol wipe, when you get the paste on your Lysol wipe, then it starts coming off into other parts of the board. So not bad. I kind of like it. So there's the first donut. Okay, so now I am working on the second donut after I got it laid down, and I used the Storm color again of the chalk paste, although it doesn't stay that way because I eventually will mess up this donut, and I will keep it in the video, the mess up that I did, because I want you to see just how easy it is to clean up a Chalk Couture mistake or a Chalk Couture boo-boo. So this donut didn't turn out too bad until I try to layer it. So, and then I take my transfer and I rinse it off in my little tub of water, and then I lay it on a paper towel over there, and I wipe it down with a Lysol wipe, and then I dry it off a little bit, and then I clean up my little bloopers on that one donut, and it turns out pretty good. So, but I'm so mad when I mess it up though, but it'll come. So this third donut I lay kind of underneath near the base of the globe, and I wind up not putting like the little bottom part of the donut on there, so it looks like maybe a bite's taken out of it, because a little base got in the way. So I'm still struggling with getting it to lay down flat without air bubbles, and still not having any luck because I'm still getting quite a few air bubbles, but they're turning out okay. It's not too bad. I can't really complain for it being such an awkward shape. It's working pretty good. So I go ahead and chalk it up. And not too bad. Turns out pretty good. I like it. So a few little bloopers that I need to clean up, but it's not bad. Okay, so now I'm going to try to layer up the first donut that I made. So I'm using my, I think it's, want to call it the peachy chalk paste, which is an older jar because it's in the 2-ounce jar, but it's still working good. So I have been in Chalk Couture since November of last year, and it's September, and most of my pastes are still in really good shape. I have not had any problems with them. So I'm putting on the frosting of the donut. I did not do the triangles or anything because of the way the shape of the globe is and stuff. It would have been just too difficult to line everything up perfectly. So I'm just doing this by trial and error, and I hope it turns out. So, and still have a few air bubbles you can see in there. And then I like how I didn't mix up the chalk paste a lot, but so you can see like there's some red fleckies in there. Red fleckies. Whatever, red flecks. I think they look more like strawberry pieces, so I left them in there. So I pull it off, and I really like it. So, but now I am going to go ahead and speed up the rest of this because I just that it was on normal speed. And then I'm going to try this, and you can see how this turns out because it's like, oh my goodness. And I hope my voiceover on this doesn't make my voice go because it would be really funny if it did. I would have to edit that out. So I wanted to use a purple, and I have problems getting the aluminum foil off of the purple paste. I just can't get a good grip on it. So I use my scissors, poke a few holes in it, and then I tear it off, and it's not working very good. You can tell. It's like, oh, this is a mess. Yeah, it was really messy. It's like, for some reason, my grape soda chalk paste was really, really runny, and I don't know why, but it worked okay. It just was really runny. So, note to self, when you add a layer onto another layer, make sure that the first layer is dry, because this is what happens when you do what I did. So, I scrape off some of the paste onto my squeegee, and I squeegee it up, put the chalk paste down. See, it's like very runny, very liquidy, a very liquidy paste. So I use it anyways, scrape off my excess, and then I cry tears of sadness as soon as I wash my hands off. Tears of sadness when I pull it off. No. But that's okay because it's chalk paste, and chalk paste is very forgiving. So, yeah, and I'm getting tired tonight. I am, but I gotta fix it. So I take a wipe and I start scrubbing. So, do-overs. What's that saying? Never enough time to do it right, but always enough time to do it over. So I wet my globe a little bit, I wet my paper towel, and I get it all cleaned off. As for a Michael's chalkboard, I was impressed with how well it cleaned off. It didn't leave much residue or anything. You could still see kind of the outline where the donut was.